Shalom, shalom. It's the brother Maccabee from GMS, Colorado. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Basham, Rakah Kodash. I would like to give double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS, who are the true leaders of Israel, whether you can accept that or not. I would also like to extend a Sakshir Shalom to all of my fellow laborers, Akim out there, who are putting their lives at risk and freedom at risk to teach this truth across the four winds and four corners of the earth. To you, Akim, I say Shalom, as well as the scattered Israelites who the prophecy of the speckled bird apply to, as well as the few righteous Akwath who are out there listening and learning. Okay. With that being said, just gonna jump right into it. We got second Ezra, man, and man, the time of Esau of this great morning in Babylon is coming, man. All right, they ready to shut this place down. It's getting close to World War III time. All right, you got these. You've got basically the battle lines have been drawn in the sand, and these people are taking up positions against each other. As America's trying to distance itself from the conflict, but it seems Turkey, if you're paying attention, the world stage is set, man. All the pieces are on the board. With a couple moves, complete and utter chaos could break loose. All right. But that's prophecy, man. It's prophecy that this was going to take place. It's prophecy that this is going to be what happens here in the end time, man. Okay. Especially leading into Jacob's trouble. And let's see here. We're going to go. I'm going to start here at 16. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 16. Okay. And it reads, "For there shall be sedition among men, all right, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and in the course of their actions, Salakia, shall stand in their power. And a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to," and that's that martial law, man, which they're going to roll out when this society starts to break down, which you're witnessing, all right, this being 2019, the year of Karagma. You're seeing the deterioration of the normal, everyday, run-of-the-mill activities in Babylon, man. All right, Babylon has been set ablaze, man. Okay, it's got issues all across it. Okay, every nation that lives in this land is suffering in some way. Even these Edomites, man, they don't have the money to partake in the activities they used to partake in. Which is going to cause them to bring that great wrath that's spoken of in the scriptures, because their little slice of heaven, all right, what they deem to be this everlasting kingdom here in Babylon it's failing them. All right, spiritually they're not able to deal with that, man. Okay, "For because of their pride the city shall be troubled and the houses shall be destroyed and men shall be afraid." Okay, and we're coming into this time. Here, let me get a set real quick. I'm going to go to Isaiah real quick. Oh, man. That's what I was looking for, too. Salakia. Salak. I was looking for Isaiah. Isaiah 19. And I'm looking for 1 through 4 here. The burden of Egypt, behold, Yahweh riddeth up with the swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in its midst. Okay. Salak. Let me go back. And I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian, and they shall fight one another against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Okay, and you're watching this happen, man. You're watching this play out. Okay, the Lord deems Babylon as New Egypt, man. Okay, and we're in New Egypt, and this is what the Lord is doing here in Egypt, man. All right, when did you have the Egyptians fighting the Egyptians, man? Okay, in New Babylon, this is the case. You've got these Edomites up against these Edomites, man. The kingdom is against itself. Okay, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers, and then they shall have familiar spirits to do the wizards, okay? And the Egyptians will I give order into the hand of a cruel lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith Yahweh of hosts. And you're witnessing these things play out, man. The prelude to World War III is taking place as we live and breathe and walk around. When history speaks on these things, it'll be spoken of in a manner like of great, Salaki. I lost my place. The brother wrote me something. Oh man, I forgot. I lost my train of thought. That's all right. We'll keep it scriptural, man. I'm gonna jump back. Actually, let me get one more step back in Isaiah real quick before I go back. Isaiah 24:10. Okay, and in the midst of all this chaos, man, all this destruction that's going to take place. All right, because you will have the Egyptian against the Egyptian. All right, which you're witnessing in Babylon with the conflicting parties, the conflicting ideas, the impeachment of Trump. The country itself is on the brink of civil war. So let's get into the script here. This is Isaiah 24:10. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. And martial law rolls out, because once you people get unruly enough, all right, after you go long enough without food, after you go long enough without your daily essentials, you Edomites, okay, and the 2/3 among you and the other heathen that are here in Babylon, y'all are gonna go crazy, man. All right, you're gonna go crazy. You're gonna be out here doing all sorts of wickedness, whether from cannibalism to rape, robbery, and murder. It'll all be taking place again here in Babylon. All right, anything and everything you could think of with great wickedness will be taking place, because it'll be a lawless society. Salakia, got a phone call, and then the brother called, checking in on the ride, so I had to let him know it was all good. Salakia, let me find my place. I know we were speaking on the coming destruction of Babylon, but here we'll just pick it back up in Ezra's, because I know I was going back here. Okay, speaking on when when Babylon descends into chaos and martial law does get rolled out, after they do allow many of you people to take each other out as it is. Okay, I'm gonna pick it back up at 2nd Ezra 15:18. For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and the men shall be afraid. Salakia. And men shall have no pity upon his neighbor, and shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread for great tribulation. All right, and with that being said, man, it's pretty much a fact, for the most part, in most cities in America, that there is only 3 days worth of food in every local grocery store. Some may have more by a little bit, and some may have less. But essentially, you only have 3 days worth of food inside of any local grocery store. So when that food runs out, this is what they're speaking about. This is what's going to take place, man. When that food, when those trucks stop rolling, and the grinding ceases, and Babylon comes to a screeching halt, this is the end result, man. This will be the end result. All right, this is what's going to take place. You're gonna have neighbor up against neighbor, the Egyptian against the Egyptian. Okay, slaying each other with the sword and stealing things of value because of this great lack of bread. Okay, which in this time of great suffering, you're basically being like in Great Rome. I shouldn't even say Great Rome, but like in ancient Rome. Okay, in the Rome in the ain't shit really great about Rome, but in ancient Rome, man, they they had a what they would call bread and circus. All right, basically causing distractions in Babylon in America. Okay, in the New Babylon, there is nothing going on, but this is the great season of distraction. Okay, you've got basketball season getting ready to start. The NFL is about midway through their season. If you're a hockey fan, NHL is on TV now. They're about a quarter of the way through their season. Um, you've got college sports going on, UFC and boxing events every weekend. There's so many distractions to take you from seeing these things that if you're paying attention to too much other shit, movies, this, that, etc. Not that you can't pay attention to those things, but if you're too caught up in the bread and circus to see what's going on, this stuff is going to take you by surprise, especially if you Jake. And the time is short, man. The 2/3 are being marked and taken out here. So many brothers, including some of the elders, believe that that number is already sealed, and we're just waiting to play it out. And that may be the case. We may be waiting on a couple brothers to realize these things, and it's a wrap on this place. All right, that's how close this thing is. All right, be Salakia. Behold, saith Yahweh, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising sun, from the south, from the east, and the Lebanese, to turn themselves one against another and repay the things that they have done to them. Okay, they gotta take this. They gotta repay Yahweh, man, for what they've taken. All right, they've taken the Lord's the apple of the Lord's eye, man, and turned him into a slave and a household slave and what's the net word I'm looking for? Um, a reproach and a name of basically I'm trying to it's a word I can't recall it. It's on the tip of my tongue. But basically when they call you bywords, they change us into bywords and slaves, man. Okay? Well, we're the princes of the universe, as the scriptures reads, man. Okay? We gonna share, Lord willing, we share if we're in that number, we gonna share rulership with Yahushua, man. Over under him, of course, but joint rulers, man, of the universe, the elect. Um, like as they do yet this day unto my chosen cons, like I was just saying. So I will do also and recompense in their bosom, thus saith Yahweh. The right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth. The fire is gone forth from his wrath, and have consumed the foundation of the earth, and the sinners like the straw that is kindled. All right, and Salakia. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith Yahweh. And that great consumption of the foundations of the earth with fire, man, that's that nuclear fire that's gonna wipe this place out, man. That's gonna wipe this place clean, man. All right. Um, let me grab these steps real quick. Got some in Revelation real quick. Um, it's Revelation 6 and 8. Okay. And I behold, Salakia, and I looked and behold a pale horse, and his name that sat upon him was Death, and hell followed him, and the power was given unto him, Salakia, over the fourth part of the earth to kill with the sword, and hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth, man. All right, and that great spirit of death, man, is coming to Babylon, man. All right, and it's going to destroy this place. That splitting of the atoms that these Edomites have partaken in. You know what I'm saying? They've done creating these weapons of mass destruction that they are going to use, man. You know, just speaking on some of the things that Edom has planned. You know, if you've ever, I actually had never seen um, the effects of like white phosphorus. I remember being a kid at about 17, maybe 17 or 18 years old. I was fairly new to the truth when I actually learned what white phosphorus. I learned through this video game called The Line, where you know, I think they were in Dubai, but something had happened, and they had used white phosphorus on these people, and it scorched the earth, man. It was kind of scary, to be real, and you know, to know that Esau Edom has this technology and they can use it in a, you know, a nuclear bomb could do so much more damage. And that's heavy, man. This is not a joke. Because World War III about to break out. Um, I'm gonna go back to this here, read a couple more lines down. I will not spare them that go your way, ye children from the power, defile not my sanctuary. For Yahweh knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth him, Salakia, therefore delivereth him them unto death and destruction. For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them. For Yahweh shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned. And that's being in that number, being in that wrong number, man. That 2/3. That's where you don't want to be, man. Or with the heathen and Esau Edom. And behold an horrible vision, and the appearance therefore thereof from the east, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon the earth, that they, Salakia, that they which hear them may fear and tremble. All right, and that great fire, man. Here, let's go over here. You know what it is. That nuclear destruction, baby. Coming for your ass out here. Um, Shalak. And after these things I saw 4 angels standing in 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the winds shall not blow on the earth, nor shall the sea, nor shall any tree, Salakia, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east. Salak. Khan. And in that first one, man, the earth is gonna be scorched, man. Essentially is what I'm getting at. Um, it's gonna be destroyed. It's not gonna be much left here in Babylon. So like, I gotta flip this page real quick. Oh, okay. Let me go back over here real quick. Jump down a couple lines on my page. 249. Slacking, my phone is doing the most. There we go. The great and mighty clouds shall be puffed up. Oh, that's not what I was looking for. Okay, we'll read it anyway. The great and mighty clouds shall be puffed up, full of wrath, and a star, and then they will make all the earth afraid, and them that dwell therein. They shall pour out over every high eminent place an horrible star, fire and hail, raining swords, and many waters, that all fields may be full, and all rivers with abundance and great waters. And they shall break down the cities and walls, mountains and hills, trees of wood, and the grass of the meadows in their corn. And they shall go steadfastly unto Babylon, and make her afraid. They shall come to her, and besiege her. The star of and all wrath shall pour out unto her, and then shall dust and smoke grow up to the heavens. And what else could do that other than nuclear fire, man? All right. And all they that be about her shall bewill her, and they that remain under her shall do service unto them that they have Salakia, that have put fear in her, as in the Israelites, man. All right. And thou, and though Asia, that art partaker of the hope of Babylon, and art of the glory of her person, woe unto thee, that thou wretch, because thou hast made thyself like unto her, and hast decked thy daughters in whoredom. They that might please and glory in thy lovers, which have always desired to commit whoredom with thee, thou hast followed her that hated in all her works and inventions. Therefore saith Yahweh, I will send plagues unto thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, pestilence, to lay waste to thy houses with destruction and death. And all the glory in thy power shall be dried up as a flower, and the heat shall rise that is sent over thee. All right. Like I said, once again, the Most High is getting ready to annihilate this place, man. And if you don't understand that this is coming, you can't see that this is coming, hey, you might be one of them vessels fixed for destruction, man. If this doesn't resonate or make sense, jump to Ezekiel real quick. This is Ezekiel 7:18, and it reads, There shall also gird thyself with sackcloth and horror, and shall cover them, and shame shall be upon their faces, and baldness upon their heads. All right. And they shall cast silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed, and their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in that day of wrath of Yahweh. They shall not satisfy their souls, nor fill thy bowels, because it is a stumbling block of their iniquity. I just wanted to, give a brief insight, man, to what's coming to Babylon. Babylon is burning. May she burn to the ground. May Yahweh wipe this place out. And may it no longer prosper, man. All right. Abad Gabal. Lord willing, this lesson was somewhat edifying. I would like to give all praises unto Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakakadash. I would also like to say, say double honors unto the elders of GMS and the apostles who rule well. And to all the Akim out there listening, learning, pushing this word to the four corners for a win, who are risking their livelihoods and the freedoms to do so. Shalom to you Akim out there. Okay? Shalom.